What's up everybody? Welcome back to York Reacts, and today we're going to check out a brand new visual effects breakdown from DNEG. They are a visual effects studio and they do some amazing work. They do some great work. They've done a lot of stuff over the years that you've seen in Marvel movies, you name it. So, this is a visual effects breakdown of Uncharted, the movie from Netflix, and it's an adaptation on a video game if you're kind of not, familiar with the franchise. So, let's dive in here. Let's take a look. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a look at this all the way through, and then we're going to pause it. I'm going to dive into like scene by scene and try to break down some of these things and see what kind of insights I can bring to the video. I do animation for a living for games and films, so maybe I can bring something special that you've never seen before. So, here we go. Wow. A lot more effects than I thought right there. What was fake there? Wow. Wow. Look at this. Wow. Oh. Huh. Incredible. Everything's fake except the sky. Love it. Wow, I remember that scene. That was so cool. Wow. Oh, okay. Wow, look at this, man. It's incredible to see how much is actually fake. We know that whole thing was fake. Yeah. Wow. Lighting looks good though. So how did they... Yeah, okay. Wow, look at this. Oh. It's incredible. So, I mean, we could pause some of these scenes, but let's let it play through first. Wow. Just like the video game too. I don't know if you guys remember this scene, but very iconic. Not this part, but oh, wild. I was wondering how they did this scene right here. Yeah, I knew he had to be all 3D except his face. Yeah, it's all CG except his face. That's exactly what I thought, except right here. Yeah. Wow. Okay, so that was really, really awesome. And now I want to check out like a little bit of the breakdown, and let's dive into some of these scenes, because some of these scenes are like completely CG and some of them are a mix in between, and you can really feel the effort they went into this. So like when they I'm gonna play this back in slow motion here. So this first initial scene here, where like right out the rip they show you what is fake and what is not, and this scene right here is actually really phenomenal. You can tell that they're on the set at like Warner Brothers set or somewhere where they have a really big huge stage to be able to pull in these two big ships or make these ships and have the sand and wet everything. That's a big production, when you go into this great of lengths to get a shot. This is expensive. This is why these movies cost millions of dollars. Because think how long it takes for a bunch of people to get on set to do this, to build those ships, to have like just this one shot probably took $100,000 if not more. So it's pretty incredible. And this goes to show you the only thing that's real on set is the water and the sand and the little parts of the bottom of the ship. Everything else is all CG. Everything is all made really cool. This part, I don't understand what's real and what's not real, except it looks like everything is fake. The trees, the helicopter, everything. Pretty wild. Some of these scenes in here, I'm shocked that they're like completely fake. Some of it I thought for sure that the rocks behind him were real, or the environment behind him is real, but surprisingly, some of this is completely fake. It's all done in 3D. And as a viewer, it faked me. There's a few scenes in here that I didn't know were CG. Like right here, I thought these mountains right here that they're flying by are real. But nope, look at that. All the mountains are fake. All those hills. Everything. That whole scene is fake except the sky. That is crazy. Props to the visual effects guys. You guys did an incredible job. It looks really good. The atmosphere, everything feels great. Like right here. Like I thought, okay, for sure the ship is fake, right? And maybe they flew a drone through here and yada yada yada. But no. Look, the whole mountains, the whole side, everything is fake. The ship's fake, everything. The only thing that's real is the sky again. And do they even need a real sky at this point? No, they can put a fake sky too. At this point, some of these movies are made completely in 3D. And it's faking the natural eye. Like, look at this. Like this scene right here. All 3D. Look at that. The ship flying in, all the rocks. A lot of times, like I said, you think that the rocks would be real. But, nah. We'll make the rocks too. Incredible. So sick, dude. Look at this. DNEG's doing an amazing job. And then right here, you can see Tom Holland crawling up. Let me pause it right when they get to this. Yeah, so look. I almost had it. I'm even going in slow-mo and I'm having a hard time pausing it because these scenes are so quick. So right here, they show like what is fake, and wow. Like, look at the difference of the shot right here. There's only a little chunk of that ship that Tom Holland is like climbing up on, and everything else is blue screened. And it looks really cool that they're able to, like, look, they masked out almost everything except that little chunk of him and the top of that railing. Wow. Makes sense though, because that's all you really need in that part of the set. You're gonna have to mask everything out. It's really cool to see this process and to show you guys this process, because a lot of people know that some of these things happen, but they don't like understand, and they underestimate how much goes into these scenes. Like, look at all these plates and all these different things that they're putting in here. Like, each shot has like multiple layers. We got Tom Holland, we got the ship, we got the background, we got the sky, we got the effects, we got the, you know, so each one is being composited by like 20 different like layers of things. Like, look, all they did was the sky. Okay, then they patch in the plane, then they patch in, you know, a whole different thing, the ship. Like, you can see all these layers. Each one is another layer, and atmosphere goes on top of that. Really cool. It's incredible. Who doesn't want to work on this stuff for a living? I love doing this stuff. I love doing animation for a living. It's a very fun career. So cool. And this scene right here, I thought that this whole rock, this scene was real, right? And it is real. So that's the only scene that like so far that I nailed, that I was like, okay, yeah, that rock is real and this is fake, and that makes sense. But they could have made a whole fake rock there as well, because they did it earlier and it passed my eyes for sure. Like, look at this scene of this helicopter flying down and crumbling. Wow. That's a lot of layers going on in there. Pretty awesome. It's cool to see also that the effects with water are getting more and more real. So in the past, water effects were pretty bad. They never really looked quite real. Especially like they started to perfect it and they started to get it really good. Sony Pictures Imageworks started to make realistic water in a movie called Surf's Up. And that's when it started to look real. But until then, water looked fake as shit. It looked so bad. Like the reflectivity of it, like the way it reflected and the way it looked was just fake. And now as you can see here, with these big splashes and the foaming of the water and everything, it's starting to look really, really good. And once you put that effect over the top with the atmosphere, it's nice. Pretty cool. I'm shocked to see how many shots in here like are completely fake. Like, all this is fake. All this water, the ship, everything. Incredible work. once again, on these visual effects videos, take a shot every time you hear the word incredible because I use it way too often, because I'm just amazed by some of these shots. I don't do visual effects, I do the animation, right? So like a lot of these things really impress me still to this day. Even though I've been working on the industry for a long time, this stuff really impresses me because I know what it takes. I've taken some classes in compositing, in how to model things, how to texture things, how to light things in 3D programs. So I know what it takes to get these things done. So it always impresses me when I see it fake the natural eye and be very believable. Like this scene here, I thought the ship was the only thing that was fake. So it's really cool to see that. And this scene, look, they wiped away a whole bunch. They had Tom Holland in a real plane and had him get wiped away, but then they only put in a little piece here. So I'm shocked by that. I thought, you know, a lot more of this would have been CG. Like right here, I thought all of Tom Holland was CG except his head. But look, that's all him. That's cool. They actually did some really hard stunts and hard shots to accomplish in a film. Like some of these scenes you may take for granted. You may watch this movie and just be like, oh yeah, it's pretty cool. But you don't see some of the effort that went into like completing these shots. You can see here that there's like I said before, there's tons of layers. And so it's really cool to see how much has gone into some of these shots to make it to the final screen into what you see. Awesome stuff. And right here, you know, this is where, you know, my job comes into play, because Tom Holland is getting shot right here, right? He's getting filmed right here. But later on, when he needs to tumble through the sky and he needs to be doing some like really dangerous shots and there's no way that they can put him on the set per se, that's when they're going to be using motion capture. And they're going to be taking that motion capture and putting it onto a 3D human being and a 3D sculpted clothing and everything to mimic Tom Holland's outfit and all of that stuff. And that's probably what's happening right here. So once he starts, see, all this is CG. So once he starts jumping and climbing and all that stuff, it's all fake. It's a fake Tom Holland, except maybe his face or something. So really cool. Like all this is probably completely CG. This car is probably real. No? Car's gotta be real. Put it in as different layers though. Look at all these different layers. Ooh, the whole background, look at that. Wow. I didn't know there's that many layers. Look at this. Absolutely incredible. And look, he's getting pulled away, so that's still real footage. And then right there, they've stopped. So you see right now, it's all CG, Tom Holland. His animation, everything, and it's fine because it's like motion blurred and all that, so it's actually not too big of a deal. And then look, they're coming in, they're replacing his face. Wow. I guarantee it fooled some of you guys on the movie screen, and when you're sitting at home and you're watching this, like a lot of these shots fooled you. You thought they were shot on set or they were in the sky, and completely fake some of these scenes. This whole shot right here is completely fake. The canopy, this thing he's swinging on, the character. But probably the only thing that's real once again is the sky, which isn't even needed. Look, see? All 3D. 3D Tom Holland. This is using motion capture for sure. Guarantee you. You got to get that realistic motion. And then now it's back to realistic Tom Holland. Nice. Really incredible work, DNEG. I cannot say it enough. They've done some really good work here. Let me know what you guys think of this. This is the last shot, so we don't need to go any further. Let me know what you guys think. If you enjoyed this breakdown, some of these shots you can tell have been mocapped. It's right up my alley, and it's cool to see that they have like incorporated this in many layers. And I've always known that it's been done that way, but it's cool to see another breakdown like this, and it's cool to see it all compacted in these shots, and they can show you one by one. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, smash like the Hulk, baby.
Smash.
And I'll catch you guys in the next one.
Peace.